So it seems like I've jinxed Vidal. I was complimenting him through most of my Copa America videos, how well he's been playing, how essential he is to Chile. And now it just seems that it's disastrous timing for him to do something very, very irresponsible. And that is drive whilst under the influence of alcohol, apparently, allegedly, and crash his car, which would have risked his safety as well. And I mean, glad first and foremost that he's okay, and the passenger, I believe was his wife, is okay. But now you have to think about what this means for Chile. I've got a bunch of responses coming up from both Vidal and his coach, but this accident happened late on Tuesday night, believed to have crashed the car and was seen taken away in a police car. He's now been released, but we have to go back to talk about the incident as a whole. He's believed to have been driving under the influence of
alcohol.
He's meant to be driving under the influence of alcohol, and now what a competition that, even though they just drew with Mexico, Vidal has been thriving, playing in the for the host nation. Everyone is looking to him to lead them forward, and now he's came under a foolish decision that has to be both questioned in how much he's taken this tournament for granted, maybe, and what he's thinking about in terms of his future with Chile. So we have a response that comes up here from Vidal that he released on YouTube, and it was shared through Facebook as well, of what he had to say after
great
the
platform
accident.
to share information.
Yeah, great platform.
YouTube.
Just like TIT Sports. So let's take a look and see what Vidal had to say.
Hola, hoy tuve un accidente de tránsito, no fue culpa mía, yo estoy bien, mi familia está bien, y gracias por todo.
And it was translated on the bottom, right? You have the actual...
Yeah, so the actual word at first is like, Vidal posted this message claiming the accident was not caused by him. He said, it was not my fault, I'm fine, my family's fine, thank you for everything, he said, giving a thumbs up. But then later it was suggested that despite that initial reaction, when released, I let everyone down, he said. A tearful Vidal said, and this is according to BBC.com. And I'll may as well just wrap up all the quotes while we have it here. The Chile coach, Jorge Sampaoli, said that, no, it's not Sampaolo, said that some public reaction to the accident had been out of proportion. Standard coach's reaction. We do remember, this reminds me a little bit about the Uruguay president of the Uruguayan Football Association, who claimed that he didn't see the Suarez-Chiellini incident and tried to make Suarez...
As a coach, as a boss, you are supposed to protect your players, and that's all he's doing.
That's why when it comes to people criticize Mourinho all the time, and I never, ever criticize Mourinho for this, because he wants everyone to look at him and publish in the next paper saying the coach stands by a ridiculous decision, but then they're kind of leaning away from the actual player, so that is smart that way. So he said that, I don't think it's as major as some have said. We have not decided to suspend him. And this is something as soon as this broke, I asked you straight away, this is both the Chilean government who have to take action, the Chilean coaching staff, they're hosting the competition, looking to win it for the first time in their host nation. What do they do? How much does that come into the influence of the decision?
It's such an unfair angle. And look, I want to see Vidal play through the rest of the Copa America. And I want to see Chile succeed through the rest of Copa America, and he's a major reason as to why they could make runs in the Copa America. But having said all that, look, driving under the influence of anything, bad idea, frowned upon in any country, anywhere. It is a really nice car he had, though. I'll give him credit, the Ferrari he has.
Have you seen it, though? This wasn't just a minor accident.
No, he obviously did some major damage. Because nobody got hurt, thank God, it's a more lighthearted conversation because the other end of the spectrum is very dangerous. It could be fatal. Yeah. But someone's got to take responsibility for it. Obviously, Vidal has to take a lot of this responsibility. Yeah. And I don't know what the appropriate punishment would be, but there has to be action. That's all that matters to me, is some sort of action from the Chilean team, national squad, government, whatever it is. Just because you are a superstar athlete on a team hosting a major tournament does not excuse you. If he was a nobody who didn't play for Chile's national squad and got into that kind of accident, he'd probably be in jail right now.
I have to quote a few comments I received when I tweeted about it. A couple of people said people make mistakes, which is a very vague statement, and it's true. People do make mistakes, but you know how you minimize those mistakes? You don't fucking drink when you're driving. You don't fucking drink when you are an icon to people out there in Chile. I don't care how important he is to that team. I don't care what the views are to how much alcohol he consumed. One, he's a professional athlete, should not be drinking alcohol at all whilst he's involved in a major tournament. Two, he should not be driving a car if he is going to break those rules. And three, what the fuck is he doing? That's simply put. Like, I love this player. I love him as a footballer. I love his tenacity. I love how aggressive he is on the field. I love how important he is to Chile and how he takes that importance and it ups his game. Because people will always say that he looks as if he's going to get a red card. He's so aggressive on the field. But I love that about his game because for me, he transcends what you can be. He's not a dirty player. He just loves to play it old-fashioned. He loves to play the old-fashioned way and getting stuck in, but also being talented and just being an all-round really good footballer. So for me, I hate to maybe distaste a few people out there who think I was going to take a lighter approach to this, but I can only take what's in front of me. And what I've read from all the research I've done is that he was drinking and driving. And he crashed, and he could have hurt someone. He could have ended someone's life. That's it. When John Jones was driving and crashed his car and had drugs in his car, everyone hit and run and ran away. Everyone heaped the criticism on him, and I was first to do so as well, because I think that professional athletes, they can make mistakes, don't get me wrong, but when you're making mistakes that are against the law and that can easily be avoided by Uber or Lyft or just following the rules of a professional footballer, I'm not going to show them any sympathy.
Yeah, good rant.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. But what I don't appreciate is how this is going to potentially influence Chile's now, because I was confident that they would go far in this competition. I love to see a host nation. I love to see fans get behind them, and I worry about their tournament now because he's a top goal scorer at the moment in the Copa America. He's been playing very well. When this is now going to have to leave, in a footballing standpoint now, you're going to have to see maybe Alexis Sanchez step up more, see what happens.
Could be my point. I was going to say, Francis, I have a good point. I have a good point to make.
Make a point.
Maybe we get to see some belters. Is that what they're called?
Belters.
Belters. Belters from Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah.
Who is like, what? I don't know what the exact word is, like Chile's Wonder Boy, Chile's
I mean, he's I don't know.
Golden Boy.
He's like Chile's version of Neymar, Argentina's version of Lionel Messi. But then Vidal, as much as he was the guy who encompassed what a Chilean stood for in football, being hard-working, being hard-tackling, but being great as well, he was taking that. He was taking the light away from Sanchez in this tournament, and he was showing people that he doesn't just perform this way week in, week out for Juventus. He does it for his country, and that was great to watch. I loved watching it, and it's a little unfortunate. I can't say that I am not disheartened.
Reminds me of one of TYT Sports' many slogans. TYT Sports, do it for your country.
Yeah, that's what, and he was doing it for his country. But now, I mean, if we'd been on
Alexis
this, he would be upset.
Yeah,
Alexis Sanchez, show us what you can do to keep the Chileans' hopes alive. And as more news breaks from this, we will absolutely bring it to you. Chileans, that's what I said. Chileans. Okay. Come back to TYT Sports and subscribe. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Of course, you know my thoughts. I'm open to everyone's opinion, so is Jason. If you are a Vidal fanboy, just take this into account for a broader perspective. Take his professional superstar persona away from him and think about what this would be if this was an everyday average Joe or average Jason.